Hello and welcome to TotoTCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another Pokemon video on the channel. And I'm extremely excited today because we finally got everything we need to finally show off our next pre-release. And it is a very, very special time because we are starting a brand new year, a brand new release basically of a brand new range of Pokemon TCG cards, and it's just so cool. We've already had two little inklings as to this set. We've already opened the Paldea collections and the Mimikyu EX boxes. If you haven't seen those already, go and check them out. They're on the channel, and then you can come back to this. Or if you've seen those, great, you're all ready to go, and we're all good to get started with this. Well, what are we talking about today? Well, of course, I did mention that we have got everything ready. We are indeed going to be talking about Scarlet and Violet today. We've got one of the Build and Battle or pre-release kits right here. Did go to one probably about a week ago now. I just need a little bit of time to get the other three promos. So, what are we going to be doing? Well, today we've got the pre-release box to look at, so I'll be showing you the deck and some of the cards that I pulled. We've also actually got my 3 prize packs, which are sealed, and look at these. These are some of the artworks from the set. There are 4 in total. We are missing, coincidentally, the Koraidon there. So we've got 3 here to open, all pack fresh. These are literally the prize packs, so we'll have those to open right at the end. And then we also have our 3 promos right here, the sealed ones, giving away exactly what we've pulled in our kit there. But we'll get to those. Want to start with the first one because coincidentally this actually is the first of the promos in terms of the numbers. So I've actually kept all of these cards sleeved up. This is a very, very basic deck. There is nothing really humongous to sort of go through in this one. Putting the promo to the front, we did indeed pull the Quaquavel promo right here, so you can see the Scarlet and Violet stamp right there. Looks really, really nice there. Quite basic compared to some of the other quite chunky logos, but you know what? It really does work very, very nicely indeed. A very interesting deck. I believe off the top of my head, I think it was win, draw. I think the last round it went to time and we just drew. So I was like, do you know what? Not too bad here. We've got some pretty interesting things in here. You'll notice the first thing being, of course, we've got the silver borders on all of these cards, which, I mean, like, it looks so good. It really does make the colours and the artwork pop here. It's literally, it's not even sorted out. I've left this as shuffled as it can do, just to sort of go through it, really. It's almost like a, what were they called? The pre-built mini deck, the theme decks, that's it. It's almost like those. Of course, it's a 40 card deck there. You can't have Quaquavel without Quaxley, which was our promo, so of course. We also had a Vivillon line, which almost like everybody had, and we'll probably see this in here. It's a very interesting one. You get to flip a coin. Obviously, if it's heads, you then choose a special condition, so you can either paralyze, sleep, poison, or burn. A majority of people were doing burn to get the 70 damage on there confirmed, and for just 1 energy too, not too bad. It gets even busted though, because the Scatterbug has the ability Adaptive Evolution. This Pokemon can evolve during your first turn or the turn you played it, and then yes, it would get a little bit more busted because if I can find the Evolution, Spupa, it also has the same thing. So if you had all 3 of these in hand, or at least one when you start, boom, Spupa down into the Vivillon, attacking for 70 straight away with just 1 energy. Sounds pretty good. We've got some non-holo exclusives in here as well. Professor's Research is a holo in the set. This is the Professor Sada one. There is also a Professor Churro. Not Churro, Turo. But yeah, it's exactly the same as what Professor's Research normally does. I'll definitely be using this one, probably the actual Sada one. My main game was Scarlet. I do have Violet, but I definitely enjoyed Scarlet, and I do enjoy Koraidon a lot more, so Sada's probably definitely my one. We've got a new Nest Ball as well, which looks amazing. A Youngster as well. That's almost like a Shauna sort of reprint, but obviously Youngster. We've got Arvin as well. This is an interesting one. So we've got Search Your Deck for an item card and a Pokemon tool. They're now separate items. So you've got a Pokemon tool, which is actually now, I've probably got one in here, which I can show off, and an item card, so you can get like a Nest Ball and an attachment for a Pokemon, that type of thing. Put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. Pretty cool. We got Mesagoza here. Almost everybody had this one. I think this was just part of like the pre-release kit as well. So yeah, once during your turn, you can flip a coin. If heads, you can search your deck for any Pokemon. Doesn't even have to be basic. It can just be anyone at all. So pretty good indeed. And a mixture of grass and water energies going on here. Let me see if I can find the attachment. I think the Ultra Ball as well. That's got a new one. Jacques, like a French Jack. Search your deck for 2 evolution Pokemon. Not being funny, this was hilarious. I was like, oh, I need to get 2 evolutions here. Boom, this thing could just grab 2. And especially if I wanted to do the whole up to Vivillon line, that was definitely going pretty well. There's also a Quaxwell as well, which is the middle. No rare candies, I don't think, in here, but that's no worries. We've got Defiance Band. This is the Pokemon tool. You can see up there, Pokemon tool now in purple. And this is just basically, if I was behind on price cards, I'm going to be doing 30 more damage, which, to be honest, is pretty good, because you can sort of set yourself back and then come back with 30 damage. So your possible 1 energy pound could be doing 40 instead of just the 10. So yeah, overall, really, really interesting. There's not really too much to go through here. It is obviously a pre-release kit. Of course, I didn't actually go through the ability here, which is pretty cool. Energy Carnival. Once during a turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So a nice way of obviously attaching with that. There are 2 of these in here, so you can obviously go Energy Carnival, attach 3 energies, boom. It's just obviously for this one. So really pretty cool. I quite enjoyed this. There's nothing, obviously you can see no EXs or anything like that. Not really that many hollows either. There wasn't really any sort of, not room, but just not a necessity to put the hollows that we did get in here. And we will get to that in just a second. So pretty cool indeed from that perspective for the deck there. Now, what I'm going to do is just go over some of the other cards that we had in here. I've tried to sort of separate everything out here so we're not spoiling too much. We'll leave the pulls for just a second. Also, you do get this, which I think is pretty cool, a little trainer tip. So if you've got no idea what these Pokemon are supposed to be doing, this actually tells you, and I just think this is so, so cool. Even says about other ones that can sort of work well with it. So it mentions about Bruxish here, and then obviously you've got the Vivillon line there. So really, really interesting that you get these. I don't know whether you're going to get different sort of fronts here, but yeah, pretty cool. So you get Pokeball. Pokeball's in this set again, so this is just flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for a Pokemon. Again, that can be anything. Another Mesagoza. We've got some reverses here. Look at that reverse pattern. Doesn't that look so cool? Reminds me of like a street path, like with all the little stepping stones and everything. It works so well. So we've got Energy Switch, Energy Search. We've got a Picnic Basket Heal. Heal 30 damage from each Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. Interesting. We get a Pokegear. This comes back, so that's just look at this top 7 cards of your deck, reveal a support card you find there and put it into your hand. Some basic energies here just from the packs. There's that Bruxish that it mentioned. I think this was actually part of the kit and I decided to take this out only because it wasn't really doing much for me. That Vivid Charge, you get energies anyway, not really massive, and then just 60 damage, not really something I was after. We were looking at the Cacnea lines here for these abilities here. So we got Counterattack Quills. If this Pokemon's in the active spot and is damaged by an attack, then you can put 3 damage counters, and that obviously goes onto the Cacturn as well. So I was thinking, oh, do I put that in there? It's only a 1/1, so maybe, probably not really. A few other of the Pokemon here. Loving these silver borders, by the way. The silver borders are looking incredible. Yeah, you can see I was just sort of like going through here and just sort of popping them in any order, really. Pachirisu, Riolu. There's a Pachirisu there. This Pokemon can't be paralyzed. That's good. Bombardier. We got a reverse Pawmot. This is one of the hollows, I think, in the set, and also one of the pre-release promos with the Electrogenesis. We'll get into that in a second. Arboliva, another rare, and a few other of the reverses there. But yeah, loving the reverses here. That was just sort of like a few of the things we got from the packs. Yes, we will get to the pulls right now. So let me just pop that to the side as well as our sort of like starting off bulk. Not that we're thinking of using that as bulk now. What do we have here? Well, not exclusively revealed, but every single pack, doesn't matter about the code because you are guaranteed a holo. The code doesn't matter anymore, so there's no way of knowing what you're going to get. You will get a holo guaranteed, and plus, every now and again, you'll get 2 reverses with that. So you're guaranteed 3 holos in each pack. The prices may have gone up, that doesn't matter. You get 3 holos. Means 2 chances for a reverse or something even better, which you'll see what happened here. So, our holos. Actually, I'll just show off this because I had this as a gift. I took a plush of a Sprigatito, and one of the people was like, "Do you want the reverse?" I was like, absolutely. So we've got a reverse Sprigatito there, so that was just popped in a sleeve, so very, very nice, very, very kind. We've got a Dondozo here. This is a very interesting one with the Tatsugiri. Look at the little fish there. He's about to eat him. This was a very interesting one. I think actually hopefully we'll get into that in one of these. Release Rage basically does 50 damage for each Tatsugiri in your discard pile, so you want to be Tatsugiri discarding away as much as possible. Wait until we get to the Tatsugiri. The name for the attack is amazing. So yeah, we got a Dondozo holo. We've also got a Hawlucha holo. Surprisingly, this is actually one of the promos with the flying entry here. You can read through it, but we will go over it as one of the promos as well. We got Armarouge as well. This one's pretty cool. Fire off. As often as you like during your turn, you may move a fire energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon, which is really cool. So if everything's on the bench and you want it on the active, boom, this thing's going to do it for you. Really, really cool. Do we start with the pulls here? I think we might do. Yeah, there it is. We got a Gardevoir EX already. So this was one of my pulls. Only had the Ralts and I didn't have a rare candy, so I thought, you know what, we're not going to play this one. This one's probably going to be pretty big. Psychic Embrace there. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic Psychic Energy Pokemon from your discard pile to one of your Psychic Pokemon, only Psychics. If you attach energy to this Pokemon in this way, to any Pokemon, sorry, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. You can't use this ability on a Pokemon that would have been knocked out. Right, so yeah, you can't put 20 damage and knock something out as a result of doing that. And then Miracle Force, this thing does 190, and then it recovers from all special conditions as well. So yeah, pretty cool. It's got 310 HP as well. Nice glitzy version of it. I think this one definitely pops a little bit more, just a little bit more than the Mimikyu. Mimikyu seemed to be a slight dullness on this area compared to the rest. But yeah, pretty cool. Do we get to our special one? Yes, we do. We actually ended up getting, in my first pack actually, we got the Secret Rare Nest Ball. Absolutely gobsmacked. I didn't want to put this in the deck for obvious reasons. It is a gold. This was one that I pulled way back in Sun and Moon when it first came out as well. I think it was in a single blister actually that we managed to pull this one. It was the Ultra Ball I had to end up buying, but my goodness me, so good to get a Nest Ball. And this one sort of ticked off the list, which is always really cool. Next one, I think this is the last one. Now, this was something I traded. I traded for this one. I didn't pull this one. I traded for it. I had one card that I had from a previous set that somebody wanted, and they said, "What do you want for it?" Oh, I pulled this, by the way, and I was like, "Oh my god, yes, I'll take it." We got the Miriam Full Art. It's it's the full art. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, this trainer in particular, shuffle up to 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. If you shuffle any cards into your deck in this way, you draw 3 cards. So a nice way of returning Pokemon and also drawing cards. But it's an absolute gorgeous one, and I thought, you know what? Yes, we're trading for something. We don't want anything from any other sets. We want something from the new set. So this wasn't pulled, this was traded. But in terms of 2 pulls from 4 packs, this isn't bad going at the moment. So really happy with that. Nice little insight into some of the stuff already. So some pretty interesting things here. Pretty playable cards as well, and a few holos as well to sort of start things out. So yeah, really awesome stuff. And of course, the code cards don't matter anymore. It's just you don't have to bother. You can just move it to the side and it really just doesn't matter the color, whatever. It's all good. So with that now out of the way, we have 3 more promos to open right here. We've got Pawmot, Hawlucha, and Revavroom right there, which looks really weird. But yeah, we've got these. Let's have a little look at them in order. Pawmot is the first one up here. So these are all sealed. I like to obviously get all of these sealed rather than just a single promo because you get all of the lines as well. Like I said, it doesn't matter about the code card. They're all the same colour and everything. This one's got a Gyarados, and it also gives you a hint as to what we're going to get in here. So we've got the Vivillon line, we've got the Pawmot line as well. So we'll go through that right now. So here is the Pawmot with the holo in person, and it does look really, really cool. I mean, we've seen this several times now with the promo cards for the Paldea collections and also the EX box there. There's a slight ding on the bottom there. A little bit annoyed about that, but that hopefully would come out. Maybe. I love this though. I love this artwork so much. It looks so cool. He's just lying there in the flowers, having a great time. Electrogenesis. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a lightning energy and attach it to this Pokemon. So ideal way of charging up this one. 230 damage. Pretty big for only a 130 HP here as well. Electro Pause here, discard all energies from this Pokemon. So you can discard it and then at least charge up double, but it's got free retreat. It's got free retreat, so even if you don't manage to get this thing charged up, you can get it back out. You can just get it back out of the active, charge it up one more, next turn, boom, it's hitting for some pretty decent numbers then. Especially during a pre-release. So yeah, really cool with the Pawmot there. Let's have a little look at this. We've got some lightning energies going into the grass energies here, so several lightnings going into grass there. So always nice to get some of the energies ahead of time. We've got the Pawmi here. Looks really cool, having a little run. We've got the Scatterbug line and the Spupa. There is the Pawmo, just standing up a little bit more before his growth spurt into Pawmot. There we go. So this is now an exclusive one because this would normally be a holo in this set. So this is, yeah, pretty cool getting it as a non-holo. Not that you probably use this one, but I find it quite funny. Same ability and everything. I do prefer the pre-release promo one. We've got Nemona here, which is basically like a hop or how with draw 3. So that's pretty cool. Don't know whether we'll get two different artworks of this one because at the moment that's the Scarlet uniform. Nestball, pretty cool. We've got the Vivillon. Rare Candy is in here. Very cool. I think you can also get that as a secret rare. I'm not too sure. Be interesting if you didn't. Pawmi, Scatterbug, Spupa. Youngster again. Seen that one. Jacques again. Pretty cool. Nemona. Pawmot. I like how Nemona is with Pawmot as well, seeing as that was the Pokemon that she did use in the end. So yeah, overall, pretty cool there. You get quite a few bit of ball search there. New trainers as well. I love how obviously it's not going to have the yellow border trainers in here from previous sets, is it? You know, that would be a bit weird. But to get some nest balls ahead of time, that's cool. I think I've already got a play set of the new version of that, so that's really cool indeed. Very interesting one there with obviously the charging up ability there with the lightning one. Let's have a little look at Hawlucha here. I'm not too sure whether this is actually going to give us fighting types. I'm not too sure. Let's pop this off to the side. We get another Gyarados card. Let's have a little look, see what this one gives. Oh, okay. Might actually be the same sort of deck, just switched out with the Hawlucha. Okay. Let's have a little look then. So we've got the Hawlucha right here. Let's have a little look at that ability. What the heck is this? Okay. Fair enough. I mean, if that's supposed to protect the promo, then cool, I guess. Nice, we'll throw it off to the side. There's the Hawlucha right here. I do quite like this holo. I think it looks really cool. We got flying entry, sorry. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put 1 damage counter on them. So think of Zigzagoon, but a little bit better. Just a little bit better. That's 2 damage. And if something does need a little bit of damage on it, then this thing has got your back there. And also, a lot of people are like, oh, I only need 10 damage. This thing might help. The attack won't, the ability I think definitely will. For just 1 retreat as well, not too bad there. You're just whacking 1 energy on that thing. Or there is a stadium in here that actually removes retreat costs. So this also might benefit from that very nicely. So always pretty cool. So nice to see Hawlucha there. Will we get the same lines? Let's have a little look. So we got that lightning into grass energy. Yeah, it does look very similar. Just interesting that we've got the Hawlucha here. Pawmis, Scatterbug, Spupas, Pawmot, Nemona, still in that uniform. Vivillon, Rare Candy, Pawmi, Scatterbug, Spupa, Youngster again, Jacques, Vivillon, Nemona, Pawmot, Pawmo, Pawmi, Scatterbug, Spupa, Nestball. Yep, exactly the same. Okay, so the only difference there being the promo. Alright, might have dropped in energy maybe, not too sure, but pretty interesting. I guess that's quite similar. I don't know whether that's a uniform across the board, because sometimes these promos and their retrospective card decks can be slightly different. Is this different? Yes. Okay, we get the Koraidon one now. What's Koraidon got? Ooh, okay, this is slightly different. So we've got the Pawmot again, it looks like, and the Dondozo. Okay, so we're going to get some non-holo Dondozos possibly, but this has got the Koraidon, so that's pretty cool. We've got three of the 4 different cards. Whether you get the other one, I'm not too sure, which would be all 3 of the starters, but hey ho, let's have a little look. We've got the Revavroom right here. It evolves from a Varoom, 140. I'm guessing we're going to get some Varooms in here as well, but it does look pretty cool indeed. I love how it almost looks like a dog's tongue coming out of the engine there. Really odd one when it was like first announced. People were like, "Yeah, that's a Pokemon." I was like, "Is it? Is it gonna be really?" And it was, and it looks pretty cool. It does look really, really cool. Rumbling Engine is the ability. You must discard an energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during a turn, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. So if you need to discard energies or something like that, great way of doing so, and obviously you're drawing into more stuff. Knock away, though, for 90 plus damage. Flip a coin if heads, this does 90 more damage. So you could do 90 or 180 for 4 energies. I think you're definitely going to be playing it for the ability though, aren't we? But yeah, that artwork does look really, really cool. Might even see some sort of like extra sort of usage when the, what's it called? The barrel line goes out, which will be in, what, a year or 2? So still got time with that one, still got time with this one. Guess it's just sort of like where this sort of fits in, especially with the energy discards. If something needs energies in the discard to sort of bring it back, then yeah, ideal. But yeah, there is the Revavroom right there. Are we going to get water and lightning then? Yes, does look like. Okay, cool. Got waters and lightnings there as our energies. Going to get the full Pawmi line. There's the Tatsugiri. Look at this thing. Its attack's called Mise en Place. I just want to say that. Mise en Place. Mise en Place. It's so cool. More Pawmot here. We got the Dondozo there. How many of the Dondozos do we get? We only get 1 or 2 maybe. Varoom is in here. Revavroom, that's a non-holo. Nemona still in that uniform. Pawmi, Tatsugiri, Ultra Ball, Youngster. There's a Mesagoza. Nestball. Switch in this one. Okay, Professor Research. We get Professor Turo. Oh yeah, not Churro. Turo. Another Dondozo. Pawmi, Tatsugiri, Pawmot, Pawmo. So how many Tatsugiris is that? 1... Is that just 2? 3. 3 the total? So we could do 150. 150 with a release Rage. You are obviously going to be looking to discard it, so I'd be like, yeah, get him in hand and then use this Professor. Well, we got the Ultra Ball there as well. You've got the Mesagoza to search it out as well. An interesting one there. I almost wish that I could have used this, but I'm a bit sceptical about the Varoom Revavroom line. I mean, it's only a 1-2 line. And if that gets prized, you've got 2 wasted Pokemon. But again, I do like the fact that we are getting, obviously, these holos. The Dondozo is a holo. The Revavroom would be a holo. And I'm messing this deck up so much. That would be a holo. This would be a holo. There's a lot of skeptical holos in here, but they're not. Yeah, interesting. I think I just like the deck because you can say mise en place. Oh, especially in a French accent as well. Mise en place? You like mise en place? Yeah, okay. So, overall, what are we saying for the promos? We've got Quaquavel, we've got Pawmot, we've got Hawlucha, and we've got Revavroom. I think in terms of the decks that they were sort of built for, these are definitely the 2 sort of front runners, really. I've got nothing against any of these. They've all got really genuinely amazing abilities. I just think, obviously, the decks here, they're either lightning, water, or they've got a bit of grass in them. Hawlucha's just sort of like an add-on, and there's not really a deck for him. Revavroom, again, a bit of an add-on. So, as much as these are good and they're playable, I think these 2 definitely take the front runnings in terms of like what's sort of best here. I think Pawmot's got a bit of potential, and during pre-release, hitting 230 is devastating. But I have to say I did enjoy using Quaquavel for the Energy Carnival, for the whole up. The Vivillon has been quite crucial as well. Why they didn't put a Vivillon promo in here, I'll never know. But yeah, I think in my opinion, these two definitely top it. I think Quaquavel's definitely just got that slight edge. These two are there for definite playability, just not pre-release wise. They're just sort of thrown in there. But yeah, my overall sort of rating of these would definitely, I think, be in this order really. Exactly how the promo numbers are. Quaquavel, Pawmot, Hawlucha, Revavroom, exactly like that. That's how we're going to sort of go with it there. So yeah, we've got the full promos there. We've got all of those decks now opened up. I'm going to just stack them on top of each other and I can sort them out in a bit. Here's the fun part now. We can finally open 3 packs on camera. This is going to be the first packs to open before the set releases on Friday. And like I said, I have to say, these packs do seem like nice quality. They're like thicker. And like I said, it doesn't matter about the code cards because you can get absolutely anything at the end. So there isn't even a code trick. There's not code trick, sorry. There's not even like a card thing. You don't have to like move any to the front. You've got commons and uncommons all sorted for you and everything is at the back. So here we go. Let's see what we can do with this one of the first prize packs. We've got Nemona, Lechonk, Flabebe, Growlithe. We've got an Arven, Cacturn, Mesagoza, Silicobra, that's our first reverse. Do we go for a second? We do indeed. We get the Clauncher. We've got a Holo or better at the back. It is... okay, we get the Holo Coridon right here. Very, very cool indeed. Claw Slash, 70. Rampaging Fang for 190 there. Discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. And then right at the back, we get an energy as well. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I'm going to leave the energy at the back here and might sort of play a game to sort of see if the rare matches the energy. That type of thing. It's going to be quite sort of rare that happens. So I think it could be pretty cool. Being like, Coridon is fighting. Do we get fighting energy? No. So... yeah, let me know what you guys think. I don't really know how I want to sort of do this. There's no pack trick needed, of course. But this does mean that we are guaranteed at least 36 pulls in a booster box. Which sounds ridiculous, but that's just how it is. That's literally just how it is. There's the Coridon Holo. Let's have a look at the Maridon pack here. You're just guaranteed at least 36 pulls, but you're gonna get more. Believe me, you will get more. Alright, let's have a look at this next one here. We have got Capsakid running through a bell pepper field. A Lomomola, okay. Pawmo, we got plenty of that. Toadschool, Scovillain, there we go. We've got the super spicy breath, love that one. Torkoal, Breloom. First reverse, sorry, is a Rotom with linear attack. Next one. Oh, very nice. Okay, so we get the cloth. And this is one of, I believe it's an Illustrator artwork or Illustrator art rare. I think that's what you normally call it. But this is the cloth. It's like the Trainer Gallery or the GG, the Galarian Gallery. But these are the new Scarlet and Violet ones. And we've got cloth. Now, cloth is actually a holo in the set. But this is where it gets fun. This would take the reverse, which means the rare might also be something pretty cool. So do we do for a double, or do we just get the holo? Okay, we get a okay, it's a Metal Energy. We get the holo Professor Turo as well, which is one out of that. So that's pretty cool. We get a cloth. Now, I've actually not seen this one. I didn't know this was actually in the set. But this works so nicely. And I mean, you can see that holo shine. It really does work. Really does pop. It's got some different gold ratings as well. I'm hoping that we'll be able to sort of go through that. I think the Elite Trainer box explains that best. So yeah, one of those will definitely be able to tell us. Cloth has still got the silver background as well. It's not like a gold or silver. Sorry, it's not like a gold or yellow. So you can just sort of outright see that. So pretty cool already there. Some really, really cool stuff. Let's just see what we get in our last one, the Gyarados. There are so many cards in this set. The pull rates look so good, especially from what I've experienced so far, and I cannot wait to open this on Friday to check out this set once more. The fact that I don't even need to do a pack trick either is great. Wattrel, we've got a Krokorok, Mankey, Squawkabilly, Vivillon, Dashbun, Tatsugiri. We've got a Vivillon reverse. We've got a Bombardier reverse, and that rare or better, which will be a holo or better, is Skeledirge. Do we get fire? No, we get lightning. Okay, see? I think that'd be pretty cool. Just leave it to the back and then see what we get. Skeledirge holo, though. There we go. Very cool. Passionate Singing. Blazing Shout. Alright, cool. It is a pretty cool artwork, to be fair. And the EXs should be coming in our next set as well. Not to harp on about that, because we've not even started with this one. This is just like, this is the pre-release before the set comes out. But yeah, overall, really, really cool. Let me know, though, in the comments below, guys, what you think of the promos. Do you think I've rated them fairly? Or do you guys have a different sort of understanding as to them? I'm thinking from a pre-release perspective, though. And like you know, the value in the boxes and what the decks are made of around them, that type of thing. Playability wise, I think we're more looking at these two. Pre-release wise, I think we're more looking at these two. That's my sort of overall thinking of that. But yeah, overall, really, really cool. I mean, especially for a pre-release, that is awesome to get. Like, okay, that was traded, so maybe, you know, just looking at it from that perspective, not that. That's pretty cool to have in the box. 3 holos. A secret rare, or, you know, a gold card. We'll get the official wording soon, and an EX. Then also one of the lovely artworks, and another 2 holos as well. So yeah, 3 holos, sorry. So overall, really, really good sort of pull rates there. Really, really happy with this. Can't wait for the openings on Friday and beyond. We're going to have so much to open. So yeah, if you're finding me for the first time, definitely stick around, because we're going to have more of this to open. And I'm buzzing to sort of go through it and see exactly what we can get from this set. But there we go. That is the pre-release promos all done, all opened, and we're ready to go for Friday. So yeah, I'll leave it here for this one. Been a bit of a long one, but I've enjoyed it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video on the channel. I'll see you then.